Hi, my name is Stevens with Mindful Yoga Therapy. Today I'm here to share with you an adaptable, accessible yoga practice. When we talk about adaptive yoga, we're talking about yoga for everyone or everybody. And this practice really should be accessible to everybody. And when we say everybody, we mean a practice that fits everybody. Two words, not just one. So today's practice, we have three options to show you or to share with you. We have Alex. Alex is obviously an amputee. If an amputee wants to stay on the ground and doesn't feel like taking off their leg, this is a perfect practice for you. Or you want a gentler practice and you need to stay on the floor. Or you have a practice where you want to transfer from a wheelchair. This is a great practice for you. We have Mike today sitting in a chair. Mike is giving very big options for a chair practice, whether you're staying in a wheelchair or you need a chair practice today. Limited mobility or no mobility at all in the lower body. So if you're paralyzed or if you have any neurological disorders to where you're staying in a chair or need chair yoga, if you will. And then Sean here is more able-bodied in the lower body or able-bodied practice. Now I'm going to start with Mike, who we're going to say today doesn't have use of his legs. So we're going to start with just a little tip on how to ground someone that might stay in a wheelchair. So yes, if you're in a wheelchair, this practice can absolutely be for you. So I'll start with a little grounding tip here. If you're in a wheelchair and you don't want to transfer and you want to stay in your wheelchair and have a practice, the first thing that you need to do, if it is accessible, is if you have a foot plate that you can move. If you have a foot plate that you can move and you have two yoga blocks, put the yoga blocks on the earth and move your foot plates. And then if you have a yoga strap, put your feet inside the yoga strap. So we'll put your feet inside the yoga strap onto the blocks. Good, and then we'll move this up in between the legs. And then we'll put the block in between the legs and tighten the strap. That was a lot easier, yeah. Yeah, and you want this to be about a finger's distance tight. You don't want it so tight. So this is really good for any kind of paralyzation or any kind of neurological disorder. So it helps with grounding. You want the heels directly underneath the knees and your knees hip width apart. And it also helps with the movement of energy through the body. So this is a good place of grounding for anyone who's going to stay in a chair. Yes? And then for Alex here, we're just going to, for him for grounding, he can stay in a seated position like that, or his legs can extend out. Now, this is not always possible for someone who's going to transfer out of a chair. So if the legs are out and just out, that's fine too. It's not always going to look like what we think it should look like. Okay? So Alex and Sean, we're going to start on our backs today. So if you could roll down, it would be great. And our knees are going to be bent and draw our heels up to our seat. And Alex, I'm going to grab this bolster for you for up underneath. There you go. Is that good? Okay. Yep. All right, heels up towards your seat. Take your hands down by your sides. You're fine there, Mike. Yep. If you're ready and it feels okay, close your eyes. If closing your eyes doesn't feel quite appropriate for you in this moment, soften your gaze. And begin here to feel the places of the body that are connected to the earth beneath you. Your feet, your seat. If you're laying down, your shoulders, the back of your head, maybe your elbows and your hands. And notice that support. Are you supported evenly, top to bottom, right to left? And if you aren't, are there places where you can adjust to be a little more evenly supported? There's no judgment here. Just observe. This support is always with us, always available to us. And then notice the breath and the qualities of your breath here and now. Is the breath high or low? Is the breath long and full? Or is the breath short and perhaps a little jagged? Again, no judgment here. Just observe the fact that you're breathing and notice. I'm going to invite you to begin to deepen the breath and pay attention to the rise and the fall of the belly, the expansion of the chest and the lungs, I'm going to move into what we call a 3-part breath here prior to moving into our postures this afternoon. If you might want to take one hand to your chest and one hand right to the bottom of your rib cage and notice the breath here. As you inhale, feel the expansion. As you exhale, feel the contraction. And think about your lungs here as being in 3 parts: the lower lungs, the mid lungs, and the upper lungs. We're going to take this breath in that order. On the inhale, to the lower lungs, and then fill the mid lungs, and then the upper lungs, and then exhale fully. Nice. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Good. Inhale lower lungs, mid lungs, upper lungs. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. 2 more times. Inhale, lower lungs, mid lungs, upper lungs. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lower lungs, mid lungs, upper lungs. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. 1 more time. Inhale, lower lung, mid lung, upper lungs. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Nice. Good. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way out. Good. Continue on with that deep diaphragmatic breath. If you're familiar with Ujjayi, begin to pick that up now. Slightly engaging through the back of the throat. This is the breath of victory that we use throughout the practice. It's very important you try to continue to breathe through the practice. It's the only thing that we ask that you do through the practice. Everything else is always an option. The only thing I ask here is that you have the wisdom to know when. If it doesn't feel right, by all means, don't do it, okay? So we're going to move into the physical practice from here. Begin gently to blink your eyes open. Good. So you might pull your knees into your chest. You might rock just a little bit here. You might press into your knees a little bit. Yep. Good. And then from here, Alex and Sean, you're going to roll up to all fours. I'm going to take these blocks out from underneath your feet, Mike, because your legs are long. Yes. Good. Good. So when we're on all fours, we press into the inner triad of the hand. If you're not familiar with the inner triad of the hand, it's the base of the index finger, the base of the thumb, and the most medial base of the heel of the hand. We press into that to find the connection from that inner triad all the way up into basically the inner armpit of the hand. We find that line energetically in the arm. You want your shoulders in line with or slightly behind the wrist. And then you want your knees dropping just behind the crease of the wrists. Good. We reach back with our right leg and reach forward with our left hand. So you take your left hand forward. Yep. I'm coming up behind you. Good. And then release down. And then let's take the other side. Reaching back with our left leg and reaching forward with our right arm. Good. And then release down. And then sometimes when we do that, we get a little wobbly because we forget about one of our tools, one of our important tools, which is that navel support. So take your right hand for a moment and take your right hand right to the belly and feel that lift when you touch the belly. Keep that lift. You feel that? Press down through the inner triad of your hand, keep that lift, and then re-extend through your right arm. Where's the breath? And then reach back with your left hand. Your left leg. You want to reach forward with your left leg? Good. Yeah. Can you lift up through the back of your head? Yes. And then release down. And let's take the other side. If you feel like you need to take your hand back to the belly to feel that once again, feel free to do so. Good. Then left hand forward, right leg back. Behind you again. And then coming back down, and then releasing back down. How about we take a little rhythm there? Right leg back, left arm forward. Inhale, exhale, release down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release down. Whatever side you want to do is just fine. Exhale, release down, switch it up. Inhale, reach right arm, left leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg. I said it wrong. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, release down. One more set, please. Left arm, right leg. Exhale, release down. Last set, right arm, left leg. Exhale, release down. Inhale, find the space from the crown of the head to the tail. Exhale, draw your seat back towards your heels. Extend out through the arms, wisdom pose. So just take your hands here to your seat, to your knees. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, just round the spine. Yeah. Is that okay, Alex? Yeah? How's this feel? Yes? Okay, thumbs up is good. All right, inhale, come back up to table. Good. Turn your toes under. Good. Sean, you're going to come up and back into downward facing dog. Alex, swing your legs around, extend your arms forward. Good. And give your hands to me. Come forward. Downward facing dog. Yep. Yeah, bend your knee a little bit. There you go. And then release. And then another way to do downward facing dog here with you, with the chair. And take your hands here. And then lean into it. Beautiful. Lift your head just a little bit. Yeah, that's it. That was awfully nice. Good. And Sean, when you're ready, either walk your feet to your hands or your hands to your feet. And come up to standing, however that may be appropriate for you. Beautiful. Exhale, release, and then come back up. Exhale, release. Nice. We're working into half sun salute. But first, let's work just the arms. And as we work the arms, we're going to work into that place of yielding into the earth with our connection to the earth. So really feel that action. If you're working with your feet, feel the center of the heel and the rim around the heel, and feel the ball of the foot. So really activate and feel down. You might even, if you're standing, bend your knees and push down and yield into that space. Feel the action in the leg. If you're in a seated position, you're going to feel your seat and you're going to press down through your seat, and the spine will lift just as when we are standing. So feel that action of lift. The spine is actually working in two different directions simultaneously, down and up. Wherever you are in the breath cycle, exhale completely. Good. Inhale, root down to lift all the way up. Just your arms here. Exhale, take your hands all the way down. Nice. Two more just like that. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Nice. One more time. Inhale, all the way up. Coming up behind you. Nice. Exhale, all the way down. Half sun salute. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Take your hands to your knees. Good. Inhale, elbow straight. Lengthen up halfway. Exhale, fold into it. Good. Inhale, come all the way up, reach. Exhale, hands down. Two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift all the way up, reach. Exhale, arms down. Nice, one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, reach. Good. Exhale, arms down. Nice. Good. We move into standing poses. Take a deep breath in. Sean, step your right foot back. Pivot your toes to the right. Take a deep breath in. Draw your arms out to your sides. Pivot your toes to the right. Other way. Yep. Bend into your right knee. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, bend into your right leg. Take your gaze over your right shoulder, warrior two. So gaze over the right shoulder. Nice. Good. Coming up behind you. Lengthen. Good. Press down through your seat. Yeah, there you go. Push down through your feet. Good. Elongate your right leg. Take a deep breath in, and on yours, keep your arms out. And on your exhale, moving into triangle. Right hand down, left arm lifts. Take the gaze up over that, or take the gaze up towards your left thumb. Push down through your right hand. Coming up behind you. Here, lengthen. Yes, now look up. How's this feel?
Weird.
Weird. Push down through this hip. There you go. Good. Feel the earth beneath you. There you go. Yes. Exhale completely, as if I was holding on to your left hand. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Pivot on the feet. All the way around to the left. Exhale, bend into your left knee, warrior two, so arms back out. Take the gaze over your left shoulder. Push down into your feet. Push down into your seat, warrior two. Alex, look over your left shoulder. There you go. Elongate your left leg. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, triangle to the left. So left hand down, right arm lifts. Good. Really press down through your right leg, right hip. Nice, much better. Better on this side, yeah. Push down through your right hip. That's it. Good. Breathing, yes. Smiling. Good. Exhale completely. Inhale, come all the way up. Elongate your left leg. Turn your left foot in. Hold tight here. Good. Big breath in. Exhale completely. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, bend into your right leg, forearm to the thigh, up and over with your left arm. So take your right hand down. Good. Draw your elbow towards your hip if that works for you. Yep. Reach all the way over with that left arm. So if this left arm doesn't work, and for these fine gentlemen it does, you can take your hand to your hip, lifting up and over. You can also just lift through your elbow. There's all sorts of ways we can adapt this to work with shoulders. Shoulders tend to be big issues. We work with a lot of rotator cuff issues in our yoga practice. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. And let's switch these sides. So pivot around, take the left hand down, let's come up and over. Let's not forget about our connection to the earth here. Really press down, feel that connection. Nice. Are you breathing? Just making sure. Yeah. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Elongate your left leg. Turn your left foot in. Step your feet together at the top of your mat. Good. Good. Okay, let's move into tree pose. So our first balancing pose. I'm going to take it here. You're going to use your arms. You're going to use your arms. Do your legs as you need to. So you can use your legs, but just seated, okay? All right, so we're going to base on our left leg first. Our right leg is going to be the one to move. You have one of three options here. In bending your right leg, you can take heel to ankle. You can take heel just below the knee, or you can take the heel above the foot. Above the knee. Whatever works for you. So either heel at the ankle, heel below the knee, heel above the knee. Nothing at the knee joint, that's a safety issue, okay? So wherever you are, wherever you choose to be, press your right foot into your left leg as much as you're pressing your left leg into your right foot. You can take your hands to heart center. Good. You can draw your arms over your head. So wherever you are, think about connecting the tips of your fingers to your feet. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale completely all the way down. Left side. Heel at the ankle, heel just beneath the knee, or your entire foot above the knee. Hands at the heart. or hands over your head. Whatever is best for you. Wherever you are with your left foot, press your left foot into your right leg as much as you're pressing your right leg into your left foot. Push down through your feet. Push down through your seat. See how that elongates the spine. Gets that connection from earth all the way up. Yes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release all the way down. Exhale, shake it out. You can wiggle here. Good. How do we feel?
Good.
Yeah? Good. Take a big breath in. Come all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale, extend the spine, lengthen. Good. This exhale, Sean, you're going to take it back to downward facing dog. Alex, you're going to swing your feet around and come to your belly. Good. And Sean, come forward into plank, drop the knees and come all the way down to your belly. Good. We often wonder when we're in a chair, even sometimes in a chair yoga class, how we can access backbends, and we can. And how they're accessed a lot of times is with blocks or even with bolsters. Putting a bolster or a block between the chair, this one's a little large, between the chair and the back. And I'm just going to use a block here today. It's not going to go all the way back behind you. But between the block and your back, okay? So that action will press slightly into the back to get that little bit of a heart opener. Take your hands down by your sides. You can take your hands down by your sides too. So take your hands down by your sides, palms down, palms down. Draw your forehead to the mat. Take a deep breath in, broaden across the collarbones, and then lift through the torso. Good. Press the tops of your feet down. Lift the chest up, broaden across the collarbones, press down through your feet. Good, push down through your seat and breathe. Good. Exhale, release all the way down, drop over to the right side of the face, just release, yep. Good, forehead to the mat. Take a big breath in, broaden across the collarbones one more time. Inhale, come all the way up. Good. Exhale, release all the way down. Good, I'm going to take this out. Beautiful. Take your hands up underneath your shoulders. Inhale, come up to table. Turn your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Alex, if you want to take downward facing dog here, you can. Or you can take wisdom pose, it's okay. We're going to walk our feet to our hands and come to a seated position. All the way down. So our next pose is boat pose, and a lot of the men and women that I work with, this pose is not accessible. So we do boat pose a little differently than traditional yoga classes do. The effects are the same. So we're going to lay down. And actually, I'm going to have, just so the camera angle's better, I'm going to have you all make your legs go this way. Yeah, and lay down on your backs. Nope, lay down heads this way. Yep. Just, that's fine too. Lay down. Yep. And draw your femur bones, your thigh bones, 90 degrees or perpendicular to the floor. And draw your shins parallel to the ceiling. Alex, I know this is your favorite one ever, right? And then draw your hands to your thighs with your fingers touching your knees. Flex your feet. Yes. And you're going to do the same thing, but upright. You got it? Okay. All right. Push your knees into your hands, and then And then push your hands into your knees. So you're going to push down and lift. Do you feel that? If you don't, let me know, and I'll help you feel it. Yeah? You got it? Are you breathing? Okay, good. Have you had enough? Yes? Okay. Exhale, release your feet all the way down carefully, and just let your knees rock right and left. Good. All right, and we're set up right here for bridge. Do you want the bolster up underneath that? Nope, you're good? All right. From here, squeeze the hamstrings and the calves towards one another. Press down through your feet. Send the knees forward as the hips lift. Here. Another bolster. Yep. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. You can drop it in my hand. Good. Exhale, release all the way down. And once again, let your knees rock right and left. Good. Now, you can lift your legs up 90 degrees from right here. You can move right back into bridge, the pose we were just in, and put a block up underneath the sacrum, which is the bone in between your hips, and lift your legs up 90 degrees. Or you can hold tight where you are. And then Mike, we're gonna do you here. We're gonna lift your legs up here. Just taking your legs up here. You wanna take that out? Yeah. Just drop them. Thank you. Yep. Right. Right. Yep. So not all the way up, although it probably feels good. There you go. Okay. Good, and then carefully begin to bend your knees. Lift your hips, remove the block, you can stay. Pull your knees into your chest. Draw your arms out to your sides. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, allow your legs to drop to the left. You can just twist to the left, twist to the right. I can take this out. I'll put it back in a moment. And then come back to center. And then twisting or taking your legs to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Pulling your knees into your chest one last time. And from here, we prepare to take rest. Stepping the right foot out to the right corner of the mat. And the left foot out to the left. Taking your arms over that. Taking your hands down by your sides. Palms face up or down, whatever works best for you. If it feels okay for you to close your eyes, close your eyes. Otherwise, again, soften your gaze. Just allow yourself this opportunity of stillness. This opportunity to let go of the breath, to have the benefits of the practice. to be supported. This is your time. Nowhere to be, nothing to do, but to be right here, right now. Gently begin to guide your awareness back, perhaps bringing in the sounds from outside the room, from inside the room, and from right around your space in the room. Taking in a few deep, energetic breaths. And when you're ready, begin to bring gentle movement in, perhaps wiggling your fingers and your toes. If you feel the need to draw your arms over your head, taking a full deep body stretch, feel free to do so. And pull your knees into your chest. I'll take these, yeah. Good. You can take your legs down if you're ready. And as it appropriate for you, come back up to a seated position. And as you arrive, gather your hands together at heart center with a gentle bow of your chin. And see if you can arrive at a place that feels like gratitude. Thinking of someone or something that adds a little light or joy, or perhaps even ease into your life in this moment, and be grateful. And notice what that feels like in your body rather than it just being a thought. And as the divine in me acknowledges the divine in each and every one of you, namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.